last time that was just so fucking uncomfortable. I was like, yo, not this time. Not this time.
Look, just understand that I'm on a roll like Cottonelle. I was made for all of this shit. I'm on a roll like Cottonelle. I was made for all of this shit.
Had to give it that little extra bap, that little extra clap. Nah, I'm saying. As I was saying, I'm not putting my foot up this time. I'm supposed to, but yo, that shit is stupid uncomfortable.
Was it uncomfortable last episode?
It was super uncomfortable, bro. There was like a time within the episode where I was like, yo, put your foot down. Put your foot down. And then it was like, no, don't put your foot down. It's like, yo, it's okay. Put your foot down. But last week felt a lot different than this week feels. Whereas like last week, feeling the difference, yes, keep your foot up. That was a good move. So
yeah, but you're fresh out of the surgery.
Yeah.
Then okay, yeah.
But now I'm like, okay, I feel the difference. Like I could keep my foot down. Ain't about to be no blood clots or nothing. I had read the paper, like, and that's why I was like, Mom, you supposed to help me.
You read the paper?
So like, there's like a post-operation paper, like as far as like what you need to do, what you need to be doing.
Oh,
afterwards.
Nigga, I thought you meant the paper.
What paper?
Like you read the paper, like the newspaper.
Oh hell no!
I was like, yo, I was like, what year we in? Like
what paper?
I was like, what paper?
Yeah, no, fuck no, I ain't read no goddamn newspaper. Only niggas 70 and older read newspapers. But no, yes, I was like, nigga, you didn't read no papers. You know what I mean? I'm not about to read the papers, especially like, I don't know. I'm recovering. You're supposed to be helping take care of me, so you should have read the papers. And let me know what I'm supposed to be doing. But anyway, I had read the papers a week later, and it was like, oh, you're supposed to, of course, keep your foot up, which they told me verbally. So I was like, all right, I got that in my head already. But then it was like, you need to be massaging your calf because to prevent potential blood clot. And I was like, oh fuck, scary. Yeah. I was like, oh fuck, I ain't been massaging my calf. I was like, I ain't been massaging my calf. I've been doing this shit all wrong. I mean, granted, I don't think I have any blood clots, but
I doubt you'll have blood clots.
Yeah, I was like, I don't think it's that serious. I got these like little scabs or like little itchy things over my leg. That's like, I feel like, of course, that's a result of it, but it's nothing major. But I get this fucking wrap off on Friday, so I'm excited.
Hey, yo. I got this trip coming up.
Yes.
I want to do a lot of drugs.
Oh my God. What kind of drugs? Preferably
shrooms.
No ecstasy?
If it's there and it's like, and it's the drug of choice.
What's it called? Tishan called me today because I asked him, I was like, or I texted him and was like, yo, you finally got a fucking Instagram?
Yep. Nigga finally got an Instagram.
Crazy. I'm like, you're experiencing everything we experienced in high school as a 25-year-old man. That shit's hella funny. Like the shout out, the first post, the profile pic, like everything we thought that was like hella important, quote unquote, at the time. It's like, you're 25.
Yeah.
It just looks silly. It's kind of funny to me.
It's a little bit of time.
No, but he was like, you coming out here this weekend? I was like, am I coming out there this weekend? What are you talking about? He was like, yeah, like with Kyle and Terrin. I was like, they coming out there this weekend? He's like, how I know more about than you do? I was like, I thought they was going out there last weekend. He was like, no, nigga, is you coming or not? I was like, probably not. Probably not. Because we bought tickets to this vegan festival on Saturday, number one. And number two, like I said, I get this shit off on Friday. I don't know how it's going to be.
Don't force nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So he was like, you might as well just catch a ride, nigga. I was like, I'll be out there the 4th.
That's what I'm saying. So, okay, so I want to do whatever's on the table.
This weekend.
I want to do.
Who's providing it?
That's the thing. So the people we going to see, they be real involved with that type of shit.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's, for their personal use or other people's personal use. But they got it. So I hear. I always got weed. You know me. I always got weed on me, so I don't give a fuck as far as like let's just say if we don't do any type of like drugs or anything like that, I'll be fine.
You got weed.
But I want to get fucked up. It's my first like trip in where I don't have to worry about anything back home. So
that is true. Cause when we went to Miami, you kept watching. Yeah, you kept watching the shit. You spending hella money on the doggy kennel. Like you don't. Damn, that is crazy to think about. Like you
spend $1,000 on boarding.
Yeah, that's crazy. Bro.
Dog boarding.
And now that $1,000 that you would have spent, you can get fucked up.
You got $1,000 to spend on drugs. Fucking
exactly.
Shrooms.
That's hella funny.
I was debating bringing this up. I was debating if I should share my shroom story, my pass out story.
Well, you brought it up, so fuck it.
Hey, here we are. We needed something to talk about.
Is this your?
Nah, we don't have to. We don't even have to do that.
All right. Then just lay it on us.
Yo, shrooms, wild, son. Just first thing, just to start it off, shrooms are wild.
Bro, when Dre texted us and was like, y'all trying to do shrooms today?
Yo, shrooms at Sunsplash sounds kind of lit, except I would probably think I'm going to fall off every ride. Or you probably think like the ride is going to swallow you whole and you just never going to come back ever. Like you are done for life. That is it. You gonna go down like them little holes, little toilet bowl shit that they got.
Yeah.
And you gonna be like,
that's it?
Jesus, take the wheel.
Oh shit. It's like that.
It's not like that, but it's just that like it's a fun drug, I will say. Do we even call it a drug? I mean, I guess.
It's a psychedelic.
It's a psychedelic, which all falls under the category of drugs. Yeah. But
it's about to be legal.
Shrooms or weed? Shrooms should be legal. Honestly,
be.
anything that comes from the earth needs to be legal.
Yeah.
But whatever. Anyway, so it's like I think it was 5 of us in total. Of course, me and Kyla, but like we with the homies. Homie got Ziploc full of them. So I was like, oh, let's do it. I'm gonna be honest with you before I continue the story. If anybody's listening, do drugs with people you would want to do drugs with every time you do drugs. Not saying it has to be like a select few people, but I'm just saying if you were doing drugs, like you need to look at the people who are with you and be like, would I do drugs with you often? Like even whether you do drugs often or not, it just, if I do drugs, can I do them with you?
And why is this?
Because they just weren't on the same wavelength as like, I've done shrooms. Everybody I was with was kind of like their first time, so they didn't really know what to expect.
Where was
and
you
then
at?
Also, that's the thing. So we was at Homegirl's apartment.
No, but I mean like out here?
Yeah, Sacramento. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's home. Yeah.
Okay.
So we was at the house, like we was at Homegirl's house chilling, and then we was like, we did him. I felt like it a little bit. Like I felt like I got it a little bit. I started looking at my phone, like shit started looking like a little 3D-ish. But that was it. Like it was nothing too crazy. I wasn't really feeling nothing. I even tried to watch like we even try to like watch like 6ix9ine videos, and because they're colorful, like trying to make you like trip, try to put you in. Nah, nothing was working. Like nothing. I don't know. And I kept taking them throughout the night. So like, because I'm like, nigga, this shit ain't doing nothing, bro. Like let me just take one more.
How many did you end up taking?
Like full mushrooms, probably like 4 or 5. So it's a lot.
Yeah, that sounds
crazy.
That's not microdosing.
No, it's not microdosing.
That's macrodosing.
Fucking microdose.
That's overdosing.
You microdose when you have like shit to do. I don't know. No, I don't have.
We do everything big around this bitch.
That too. You know how I am. I need to stop that shit. But I'll be going full fledged. Like I'm
5 shrooms.
I'm 100% with anything I do. But so. And that's to put a number on it. I really don't know. I don't really remember. Because it got to a point where I was just like, fuck it, like, let me take one more. One more. Oh my God. Take one more. Like, because nothing was working. And then the people that we with, like, imagine sitting in a room with everybody who just did shrooms, but like, ain't nobody talking about nothing. So you're just kind of like sitting there, kind of silent, kind of doing your own thing. You might say something here and there, might laugh or something. You might show you something on the phone, but it's like real quiet for the most part.
Like y'all wasn't.
Like it's not silence.
doing nothing.
We wasn't doing nothing. We just kind of sitting there like so. And I think when you're just like sitting there kind of bored waiting for the high, it either takes longer or it's not what you expect. So maybe your mind kind of fucks with you a little bit. So in my head, I'm like, man, I'm pissed. I'm like, fuck it. All right, nigga, we called T-Shine. Hey, T-Shine, come pick us up, bro. Like, you know, we was swimming over there earlier, like, and I knew I was about to be on drugs, so I wasn't about to drive. So we ended up leaving, coming back, whatever. Call that nigga T-Shine. Hey, T-Shine, bro, come pick us up, bro. And he was like, it's the end of the night. Like, I think it's like, by this time, it's like 11:30. I'm like, all right, nigga, let's go home, like, whatever. So we driving. Kyla tells me that she start feeling in the car. I don't feel that shit. I don't know if it's like a mental thing, if it's like a mental block. I don't feel that shit. We get home. By the time we take the dog out, like we're taking the dog out, we're walking him. We're like literally like probably 5 minutes left in the walk. Kyla like said something and I was like, wait, what? No, I think I told her, damn, I'm so mad this shit ain't hit me. Like, damn, like I gotta just go to bed. You know, I gotta just be like, fuck, like it didn't work. But she was like, she stopped me dead. And she was like, huh? She was like, wait, you think this is over? She said, nigga, we just beginning. And I looked at her. I said, wait, what? And she was like, all them shrooms you fucking did, you don't, she said, it's probably about to like start going down. I'm like, huh? Like, I'm like fucked up. I'm like, oh, that makes sense. I'm like, maybe it's just gonna hit later. Like, I don't like, I was so just mentally blocked out. I was like, I'm good. I'm like, the night's over. I was calling it at night. I was like, I'm gonna go lay down and go to sleep. I got work tomorrow.
And when she told you that, it makes you think about it even more.
You think about it? I looked up and nigga, I swear to God, the trees separated like Moses separated the Red Sea. Like they separated and then they came back together and just started like, all of them just started moving as one. It was the craziest shit in the world. I was like, oh.
I'm imagining her saying that and then that happening. Like, that's just hella. You think, you
said, nigga, you think this is over?
We just getting started.
Bro. It's like someone just turned on all the lights in here. Like, I was like, oh. And it just start moving. But then also like just if you don't do drugs and you know you do drugs for the first time, as the high starts to come, you will go in and out. Like it's not just like you feel it 100% right when it hits. You know, you kind of
it starts to
you have waves. It comes and goes, and then obviously then you go high.
Yeah.
So it was doing that, and I could feel it. So I would feel sober for a second, and then feel like I feel fine, and then feel high for a little bit, and then we got to the patio, you know, dog's done, you know, so we stand out on the patio, light up a joint real quick. Cause I also am still kind of thinking that it's like it's just gonna kind of do whatever. Like I'm like, whatever. And then, so we start smoking weed and that, honestly, I don't know how she feel about me telling this, but we started getting a little frisky out there on the patio. This shit was lit. This shit was lit.
In the open.
Nah, you know, we turned off the patio light, you know what I'm saying? It's dark out there.
Oh my God.
But
that's funny.
So she's smoking a joint. I probably shouldn't have done that either. Then we start having a conversation about something. I can't really remember what it was about. But she's like, fuck, she's like, stop. Like, I'm gonna take a shower real quick and then we're gonna wrap it up, wrap what we was doing up. I was ready. I was like, oh, these shrooms about to kick in. I'm about to probably fuck my brains out. Like, it's about to be lit right now. And then Kyla hops in the shower. I'm waiting on her. We're talking as she's in the shower. I'm just talking. And she said something. And it made like my mind, I don't know how to really explain it, but like it made my mind just go to like a whole different place. Like, I don't know. Like I just saw like some crazy shit as she kind of said it, because it just made me realize something. And then like as that happened, like I just kind of got sidetracked, and I remember just looking at Kyla the entire time as she's in the shower. I'm just looking at her, and then like shit just went blank. Like I don't know. Like I didn't feel any emotion. Like nothing was comprehending. Like I'm just kind of just there. I just felt like I was existing, and all of a sudden, like I just felt my body kind of just start to just fall, and I caught myself, like because I like snapped out of it. Like I kind of just went blank for a second, like
an existential moment.
Closed my eyes, like I kind of fell, like I fell, closed my eyes, and then but I caught myself as I fell. I didn't even fall. I just kind of just dropped a little bit, just kind of collapsed in a sense. But I like caught myself and then just kind of stayed on the floor. And I was like looking up, and then like Kyla and T-Sean tripping. This is like a week after T-Sean's brother passed away too. So like he's tripping, like he's tripping because Kyla come in there freaking out. She run into his room, try to grab him. She's freaking out. So he's like, oh, what the fuck, like
Thinking the worst.
And then so. She gets me up, and then I just kind of like I'm sitting on the bed, and I'm like, I'm fine. Like I felt fine after that, but she was like, nah, like I feel like you still need to go to the hospital. And then T-Sean was like, bro, you need to take your ass out. You know, he was freaking out. He was like, you need to take your ass to the hospital. So we went to the hospital, and then in the hospital I'm freaking out too. I'm like what the fuck they about to say, like, you know? But it's not illegal to have shrooms in your system or drugs in your system.
No.
So that's a good thing. But they end up like Kaiser ended up like mailing me like a drug prevention, you know, like a substance abuse packet.
They try to say you're an addict, nigga.
Yeah, nigga. I was like, this is a little extra.
What happened when you went into was it the ER?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what happened when you went into the ER? Like what they say?
Oh, nothing. The doctor was cool with it. I mean, they just
Did they
like
give you anything?
Nah, I think they might have gave me like some ibuprofen or something like that. But I think it was real vague because it was quick. It wasn't quick. Waiting was a lot longer than like what I actually talked to the doctor about. Like I stood there, they weighed me. That was the first time I found out I was underweight. I had lost all that weight. That was the first time I found out because that was the first time I stepped on the scale through the whole pandemic. It's like, you know, through the pandemic, it's like kind of not early in the pandemic. It's probably like June, July, like right when the pandemic happened in March. Mm-hmm. So went to the ER and I had to be by myself too. Like that sucked. Just sitting there by myself, phone fucking about to die and shit, low key. But they weighed me, you know, took my information. Then I had to just sit there and wait for a fucking doctor. But that shit sucked. Just waiting for a fucking doctor. But then the doctor finally came out and she asked me, she was like, you know, what's going on? I just told her everything. She was like, yeah, probably what happened is just that it's like too much, like the weed and the shrooms, because they, you know, they do different things to your heart rate a little bit. But then also, I had like looked up a lot of shit with shrooms and people passing out from shrooms, and if you're on an empty stomach, that has a higher effect, just because there's nothing to really absorb it, and it's, you know, it's just too much for your body to handle. So that's also what it was. That's really what it was, and I think, in my opinion, so I was smoking weed, and I had nothing to eat because at that time, my diet was real weird. Like I don't know. I wasn't really smoking heavy at that time. I was smoking, but that day specifically, like nigga, like we went to the pool earlier. Like we was chilling, drinking champagne a little bit. I probably ate then, and that was probably the only time I ate. You probably just go the rest of the day. You know, I don't know. Like you know, you go different times without eating. By this time in the day, there's nothing in my stomach. Like I haven't eaten. So it was just too much. It was just too much for my body to handle at the moment. But damn.
So the pass out. You're calling it a collapse? It was more of a collapse.
I passed out. No, I passed out. But it's just the reason I say it was a collapse.
Faint and hit the floor type shit.
No, I was still very much like present for it to happen. Like I remember what it felt like, what it like going. I remember seeing everything. Like I remember everything. But it was just that like as I started to go down, I closed my eyes and then like I woke back up like that. And it was like 2 seconds. And like I stood back up. I was walking. I stood back up. Like I felt absolutely fine. I was drinking some water. Like I felt fine. But it's just like they were all freaking out and shit like that. But I was just like, probably a smart thing to do is probably go to the hospital. But I got 2 days off of work for it.
Hey, and that's always a blessing.
Hey,
silver lining.
Hey, do drugs.
Anytime you can get the fuck off work,
do drugs. Go to the hospital. Get you a doctor's note. 2 days off of work. Shit. Paid.
I swear to God, that's how I feel right now. 4 weeks, because I got a little surgery. I'm lit. Yeah, it's lit.
I will say that did not deter me from doing shrooms. I want to do shrooms again because I want to. Because also, you know, what pissed me off. Let's really talk about it. That's really what pissed me off that night. After I was fine, like after the pass out, like that feeling of like the shrooms, that shit went away. So like I felt sober the rest of the night. So I was like, I didn't even feel it.
So you want?
I didn't even get to enjoy it. Yeah. This was my second time doing shrooms. I did shrooms the first time. That was fine, phenomenal.
You should eat, but
I should.
You should eat pasta. Don't know why I'm saying pasta, but just eat pasta.
It's heavy in carbs.
and then put the shrooms in it.
In the pasta?
Not necessarily in the pasta, but it's gonna be in the pasta in your stomach.
So eat the pasta while you're eating the shrooms.
I don't know why I'm seeing that in my head, but it sounds.
You're
good.
not wrong
sounds
though.
good.
You're not wrong though. I give you some pushback on pasta because I don't eat a lot of. I try to stay away from a lot of carbs.
Yeah,
but
I just feel like
your head's in the right place.
That's the
though.
first meal my head went to with mushrooms.
Honestly, how about this? If you pass out from shrooms, you're okay. How about that? You're okay. Just keep kicking it.
Oh yeah.
Just wake back up and
keep going.
Just keep it moving. It might be a little scary for some, but hey,
I'm down.
I was fine.
I'm down for the shrooms.
I was fine.
I'm looking for those shrooms. Looking for the same shit.
So I kind of want to document this little trip.
Vlog?
Kind of.
Okay.
But
vlog style.
But I'm gonna be real disappointed if I don't have some stories to tell when I get back.
And you guys are just going the weekend?
Yeah, so we were gonna go Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Or we're gonna go Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Because
leave Thursday.
Yeah.
Or leave Wednesday.
Leave Thursday.
Leave Thursday.
Just because
Yes.
I mean, might as well.
Yeah.
Like just for fuck it. Throw that extra day on there.
You get the time off and everything. How is it?
I'm at
now?
home.
I know, but like
I just got to be on those daily calls.
Oh,
in
so
the
you
morning.
still wake up?
My training doesn't start till the 21st, so that's why I'm kind of chilling until the 21st.
Okay.
So that's why I'm going till Sunday. We come back Sunday. That's the 20th, and I start work the next day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Huh. Yeah, I want to try some shrooms. We're gonna do some shrooms. I don't know when we're gonna do the shrooms, but we're gonna do the shrooms.
Shrooms lit.
All right.
I just wanna be better for you. Trying to make it do what it do. What'd you say, Mylan? I just want to be better. I support my friends, guys. I listen to it. El Presidente. I got to listen to the music that comes out.
The 3-song EP. Shout out to the boy 96J. Shout out to everybody who listened or is listening or will listen or whatever the fuck. Like,
should give him a sample right there. I just want to be better. I could be a background.
No, I'm just. I will not be giving you guys any type of samples.
That was so for you. I loved it.
But it's the meme he made. Yo, he made a meme because he hit me. He was like, bro, I think he was gonna hit me last night because he did hit me last night, but he just didn't hit me back after I hit him back. It took me a while to respond, but he was like, yo, last night I got high as fuck and I was watching Shawshank Redemption.
Whoa.
Which, by the way, I've never seen that movie.
Nah, I think I'm good.
Have you seen it?
No.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and I don't know. I didn't even like put two and two together that what he sent me, the meme, the video was Shawshank Redemption. No. I just thought that whatever he watched gave him the idea for that clip. I didn't know that was the same movie. I've never seen the movie. I don't even know what the fuck it's about. But
a lot of people talk about it.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it's a big movie. Like,
well, if Morgan Freeman's in it,
yeah,
kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, he texted me. He was like, "Yo, I was high as fuck, and I had this funny ass idea to like make these memes." And he sent me like 6 memes, and they're all the same video. Like they're all that same little video with just different words.
Okay.
And then I hit him back. Because the first one he sent me was the one he posted, of me. It was like Mylan Perry singing "Everyone." And that shit had me weak as fuck because I'm like, in a sense, yeah. And I ain't gonna hold you. The feedback we've been getting from the project in itself is good. Yeah.
No, I'm being selfish. we
DSR the label. You included. No, the feedback has been great. And then more so specifically with that song. Damn, that was like alliteration. I love alliteration. Anyway. The feedback has been amazing. Like people being able to hear me sing, like the feedback on that in itself is crazy. So like that meme, it was funny as fuck, but it was true too. Cause like everybody's ears like, yo, like, oh shit, he's singing. And then like niggas that like Chris, Dre, shout out to my guys.
Was Chris mad at you that you didn't put him in the song?
No, I forgot to say too, I forgot to tell him, like, I was like, when I initially wrote the verse, I was like, fuck, like I
couldn't fit it.
Yeah. And I was like, maybe I'll get on the ad lib. and then I was doing it, and it just wasn't sounding right with ad libs anyway. I didn't even try to throw Chris in it, but just with ad libs, it wasn't sounding right. It sounded too much. Like it's too much to listen. Like I just want you to hear the verse. But anyway, so I didn't, and then I didn't hit him afterwards either and be like, yo, Chris, I'm sorry, I couldn't get you. Maybe that's like the balance of like, I didn't mention him on a song, but I'm trying to get him on this song. So like, there's a balance.
That's good. That's good. That's good.
No, yeah, like he was like, yo, I'm gonna need you on the hook. Dre was like, yo, we gonna need you on the hook. I'm like,
That's
if
good.
I turn into the hook nigga,
That's good.
I swear to God, that'd be great for me. Like,
Yeah.
I'd be okay with that. I like to just add my spin on anything that I'm a part of in any way. Like I'm always thinking of how do we elevate this song? Like how can we make this song the best song? What can we add? So like adding the keys to just some thoughts or adding the keys to something to prove and thinking of the hook for it and thinking of this verse and like, I'm like, what can we do? What can we say? So I like doing that. Whereas DJ, we had this conversation. He was like, yeah, I can be cool with a one take. Like he's more okay with just doing it one time and being okay with it. Whereas me, I gotta listen to that bitch over and over and over and like really like, all right, change this, change that, add this, do that. Like
he needs you.
Yeah. We balance each other. It's like, it's because like sometimes he'll be like, yo, like that's good the way it is. Like it's cool. And I'll be like, all right, you might be right. Because I might be overthinking it. But a lot of the times too, like it's good to be like, yo, you should do this or do that. Like, so yeah, it's a great tandem for sure. But yeah, that shit was just hella funny, like that little meme. I hit him back, I was like, yo, this shit is stupid funny, but nigga, it's hella redundant. Cause you sent me 6 memes of the same video, just changing the words. And I was like, if you post them all, like people are gonna get fed up with that same video. I can imagine how funny it was as you were high though. Like, you know what I mean? So I was like, I understand where you're coming from. Because you was probably high as fuck just laughing at each one.
I'll be high and I'll be writing down ideas and I look back over them, I'll be like, this shit whack.
Exactly.
I'll be like, this shit whack as fuck. What the fuck was I thinking this shit was gonna be funny?
But it's like you gotta have that voice, like as you were the extra voice to yourself, or like I'm the extra voice to him. Like yo, like maybe pick 2 or 3, but don't do all 6 of these, nigga. But I don't know. That shit was just funny. And then it made me think of like, cause we discussed the whole how Lil Nas X got on with the whole meme shit with Old Town Road, just putting Old Town Road to hella memes. But he already had like a 20K Nicki Minaj fan page on Twitter to have a platform to put his shit on and just make his song blow up through memes.
I've thought about that.
And I was like,
I thought about making like a meme page or something like that.
Bro, I was like, I low-key want to make the Paid Twice Twitter account a Drake fan account. And then just motherfucking.
You should.
But then I was like, then I really have to stay on top of it. And all type of shit. I'm like,
the amount of work that a meme page, and you have to be quick with it.
You gotta be on it, bro.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, no, that's not me.
It's like, but you can put so much work into that meme page. You can be like, I gotta be putting work into something else. Like,
exactly.
Like, bro, that's
I'm putting work into memes. Get the fuck out of here. Like
it is different if like you just put all that work into memes and then like he shifted that work to music.
It's different.
Yeah, but you're trying to do music and then trying to build something. Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah,
it's a lot.
You take a detour to do memes.
You put a lot of work into yourself.
Others niggas make me. Some niggas make me. Oh wait, what'd he say?
Some niggas make millions.
Yeah,
other niggas make memes. Yeah.
I'm on a money routine. I don't want smoke. I want cream. I don't want no more comparisons. This is a marathon, and I'm aware. Anyway, so yeah, shout out to everybody. Hey yo, go get the project Apply Pressure out now on all streaming platforms. I'm on one of the songs, and yeah.
If you want to hear Mylan sing, this would sound like, I just wanna be better for you. I knew I had to come in here and talk shit.
True.
Talk about shit, that shit.
Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you. That's a good ass. Like the more I look back at it and listen to it, I'm like, this is a fire ass hook. Like this is a fire ass hook. Solid. More to come too, cause we got some shit in the stash. That's why I can't wait till we fucking go out there for the 4th, bro.
I can't wait till y'all make it, bro.
I can't wait till we all make it.
Well.
Because this is a conglomerate. If you think about it,
I'm being selfish again.
well, we all making it.
Well, yeah, but like that's what I'm saying. Like, if y'all make it, then like we all gonna make it. But I'm just saying, like, so I just can't wait till y'all make it because that's when I'm stepping the booth. I'm saving my lyrics. My lyrics got they got meanings. So I need the proper people to hear them immediately. I can't just be putting out shit like that.
I mean, and that's hella funny. That's stupid funny, but like shit like that makes me think of like, and like as, but we've talked about this, and it might sound bad, but it's really truth. Like, even if we blow, right, or whenever that is, because it's gonna happen, but it's just a matter of time. We don't know when, but it's like only the people now are gonna hear Apply Pressure, which is like crazy ass bars, right? Like good ass music. But it's like, damn, only this much amount of people are gonna hear it. And you put hella work and time and energy and effort into it for like damn near nobody to hear it. It's like, fuck. Like, I be thinking like that. Like, I be like, I gotta save this shit. But if I save this shit, then what else am I gonna do? And like, or when am I gonna put this out? And like, who knows what can happen? Like, what can gain traction and then get you that? And then like, maybe that's too old now. You just gotta do what you feel is right at the time.
That's why I said that. That's why I got y'all.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just skip the line. Fuck it.
Okay. So I got a front of line pass.
Nigga.
Yeah. What's that? Fast pass?
Fast pass at Disneyland?
Yeah,
they got the fast pass. Nigga.
Yeah.
It's called pay twice.
On God, because we coming up for sure. But
and spoken status, nigga. I'm gonna throw some ad libs on Chris and Zoo shit. If y'all, Zoo, Chris, if y'all watching this, y'all need some ad libs. Holla at your boy.
DSR.
I told
SSE.
In high school, I don't know, it might not be in high school, but I know once you started making music, I always told you I want to narrate your album.
You did.
Very early on.
Yeah.
We ain't still got to go with that idea. I just want to be a part of the shit. That's really all it was. But that's how much I want to be a part of the shit.
You can do the skits. You
On
can,
my
you
mama.
can be on some Chris Rock shit. Bel Air Rose. We in here drinking this Bel Air Rose.
I could be at the end of a song. I don't care. Like the shit that people just turn off.
Yeah. Or like how he did it with.
I just know I'm gonna listen
with
to
Blame Game.
Yeah.
Baby, you took your pussy game to another motherfucking level. Yo, speaking of Blame Game, last night.
Ooh, go ahead.
I kind of had the sudden realization that, well, not realization. I always, in my opinion, like my favorite album of all time is My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. And the reason why I had even like thought about it last night was because there was a report came out that like, oh, Kanye West is back in Hawaii where he made Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. And I was like, ooh, so everybody's like, oh, is he trying to make another one? He's trying to bring that magic back. And yeah, probably.
Out there partying, getting his dick wet, fresh off divorce. I'm going to Hawaii too if I get divorced.
Probably.
The fuck?
But that shit just made me like go back to that, and it was like, yo, this is literally the greatest creation ever. Like sonically, lyrically, just orchestration of the fucking album itself is incredible. And then I really thought of like So Appalled. So Appalled might be,
it's a great song,
one of the greatest. Like if you look at four people's songs, you got Forever, you got Swag Like Us, International Players Anthem, So Appalled, Monster. You got some good songs. So Appalled is like up there, bro.
Lyrically, maybe not like size wise as far as like how big the song is.
Well, yeah, no,
but definitely
just for like
the sound,
just for like how good the song is,
amazing.
Nigga.
Amazing.
And I broke down like everybody's verse last night. I was like going through the whole shit. And it's like, not that I haven't done this before, but it's just been a minute. And I was like, you know what? Because at first I was like, and it's crazy to think Pusha T had the worst verse. And it wasn't bad. Like all of their verses were fire.
Yeah, I don't remember that nigga Pusha T's verse. Not off the top of my head. Like if it played, I could listen to it, but you don't have to do it.
Oh, okay.
You don't have to. It's okay.
I'm sorry, but
only the bar from that song that did it for me was the
Say Hi to Prince.
Yeah, met her on Valentine's Day, fucked her in May.
She found out about April, so she chose to March.
Oh my God.
Damn, another broken heart.
Yeah.
I keep bitches by the twos, nigga, Noah's Ark.
Yeah.
I was like,
and obviously Jay-Z killed that shit.
Yeah,
Jay-Z's verse was
ridiculous.
Oh my God. And it's not a talked about verse. Like it's not a talked about like lyrical verse. That What that nigga say?
How should
Something
I
about-
begin this? I'm just so offended. How am I even mentioned by all these fucking beginners?
I'm so appalled. I might buy them all.
Just to show niggas how much more I have in store. I'm fresher than you all.
So I don't have to pause. All of y'all can suck my balls through my drawers. Yes.
Oh my God.
Damn.
Dark night feeling. Die and be a hero. I live long enough to see yourself become a villain.
And there's some quotables in this verse too.
Stupid quotables.
Suck my balls through my drawers. I thought that was
Yeah.
the hardest shit in the world when I first heard it.
Went from the favorite to the most hated. But would you rather be overpaid or underpaid
underrated.
or overrated? Whatever the fuck.
I think it was overpaid or underrated.
Yeah.
I could be wrong. I don't remember.
I think it's that. But regardless, that shit was hard. And like I said, like Pusha T's verse was like the weakest one. And it wasn't weak. But it's like when you got these massive, amazing verses, it's just like, yo, I don't know. And I broke them down. I was like, yo, this is probably the greatest fucking like four people song ever. Cause that shit was just incredible.
Have you heard New Religion by Pusha T and Kanye?
Was it off
Is it Pusha T and Kanye? That was the first time he ever said the Yeezy jumped over the Jumpman. That was the first time he ever said it. It was in that song.
Was it? Okay,
I ain't
well, then
trying to
it's probably-
stunt, man, but the Yeezy jumped over the Jumpman. So, God flow. Guess that's a feeling only me and LeBron know. Yeah.
Was that off of a Pusha T?
It's a Pusha T song.
Oh, okay.
But that shit. Shake that party that hard. Shake that nigga Pusha T. Oh my God.
Oh, he
Shit.
took that. Wait, the New Religious song has that in there, and he put that in the Life of Pablo song, the No More Parties.
Yes.
I gotta go back.
See, and that's the thing. Like, I know how like in touch with music you are, you know, but like I was really like how in touch with music like I like find myself being sometimes because like I had to strip my titles. I don't call myself like a music head anymore. You know what I'm saying? I don't call myself sneakerhead anymore. Like,
Oh yeah.
shit like that. Like I had to kind of strip it. Like I don't call myself a foodie. Like I don't know. Like I just don't
You're
give
over
that
it.
shit a lot of the time that I used to.
That you used to, yeah.
Bro, I used to give music. Right, music used to be everything. But I was like, I wonder if that was like a high school thing because like I don't have time to just be on music websites. I don't have time to be on music websites waiting for new music. Like I just don't have time. Like I gotta work. Like motherfucker. Like I gotta go to work
You're
in the morning.
absolutely
Like
correct.
I'm going to sleep. Like
Life took a hold of me. I can't do the same things I once did.
digital drip. It was refresh every morning. Just refresh. Morning, day, and night. Like especially on the weekends, I'm refreshing because there was gonna be some new shit. I don't. Something was gonna come up. If nothing came up, but like that's how like in touch. So when I heard that Life of Pablo, like I remember like listening to this shit. I'm like, oh, this nigga hard. And then when he dropped like was it Facts? Yeezy, just don't know about Jumpman. I was like, nigga, like, I done been heard that shit. And everybody because like a lot of people haven't heard New Religion.
Nah, because
But-
not everybody listens to Pusha T.
Exactly.
Is the thing.
Exactly. But so when that dropped and that shit went viral, that song Facts was big as fuck.
Yeah.
And then you still hear people talking about like, oh, Yeezy say jumped over the Jumpman. I'm like, nigga, Ben said that shit. But he said it when he was still with Nike.
Yeah.
Like that was the thing. When that verse came out, this is 2012 when that song came out. Mm-hmm. So like he's like, I ain't trying to stunt, man, but the Yeezy jumped over the Jumpman. All that is just because like nigga, I'm with Nike and we dropped the biggest shoes ever
On Nike.
and they jumped over Jumpman. Like nigga, you know what I'm saying?
beat
Like
the Jordan.
we beat Jumpman, especially during that time period. But like so hearing that shit again,
was
I was
crazy.
like, in my head, I was like, ain't nobody talking about like we'd have been heard this shit. And then like you said, in the Life of Pablo, I'm like, yeah, been heard that shit. Like,
Yeah, I didn't know that.
yeah.
But that's a reoccurrence from Kanye.
Oh no,
Production wise.
Not as far as Kanye, we know what Kanye does, but I was just like,
that nigga. Oh my God.
but that was
I
like
suck his dick. In a metaphorical sense, of course. Pause.
nope.
No, yeah, I suck Kanye's dick.
That
for sure,
clip
bro.
is here to stay.
I ain't gonna hold you. You could leave it in there too. You don't gotta edit it out. I know what I said. I stand right when I'm asking you.
You're not gonna repeat it
I suck Kanye's dick for sure. For sure. Honestly,
for a feature, for a production,
no.
for a beat.
No, I'm not saying
Yeah, you sucking dick tonight.
I'm not saying I would suck
that dick for that production. He got 23 Grammys or some shit.
I'm not saying I would suck his dick. I'm saying I do suck his dick. And I don't know the man. Therefore, I don't suck his dick. If you logically break that statement down. So I wouldn't suck his dick, but I do suck his dick.
I heard you suck Kanye's dick.
I don't even know the man. So how does that even happen? Anyway, I suck Kanye's
Maybe
dick.
you were with him in Hawaii.
Oh my God.
Talking about that he with that new model bitch.
I've never been to Hawaii. I want to go to Hawaii. No, honestly, like the older I get, I've always been a fan of Kanye, right? But then Drake came in and then I was just like, oh my God. But the older I get, I'm like, I feel like I'm loving Kanye more than Drake. And it's crazy to say that, but I feel like that's just what it is because like of how his music is aging. I think that's really what it is. Like you grow more appreciation of Jay-Z because his shit ages well. It never, you know what I mean? Whereas you listen to like a Big Sean project, his music don't really age that well. I remember somebody said that to me for the first time and I started thinking like, damn, like I'm not sitting here slapping Big Sean on a daily, but I'm slapping Take Care still. Or
everybody got their ones that we go back to.
And I was like, damn, I'm really not. Like Dark Sky Paradise was a phenomenal
album.
And so like that one was like the first one of like, all right, I'm going back to listening to some of those songs. A lot of those songs actually, because motherfucking All Your Fault, him and Kanye going back and forth.
Best lyrical song of 2014.
On God. So it's like, but anyway, when somebody said that, it just made me think about like how music ages. And like I think that's what's happening with Drake is that I feel like a lot of his newer music isn't going to age well because it's more now. It's more sounding of today's era. Yeah. Whereas it's not like crazy original production, no ID produced, just Blaze produced. Like,
isn't that? I'm gonna just I first things first before I do anything. I'm going to agree with you, but I want to give you pushback just to create the argument. Kanye has made music that has aged well, but
phenomenally.
Where I think the real problem is with Drake is the oversaturation at this point, kind of with that recency bias. Because I feel like his albums have aged well, or they will.
No, they have
continue to age well. But all his like features and like few little singles we get here and there,
yeah,
the albums do age. Because as time goes on, I've found myself going back a little more. But you're right with Kanye's with the Kanye take, but we just have more time with the music, obviously, you know. So
well, yeah, but I'm like Take Care, Thank Me Later, So Far Gone, Nothing Was the Same, aging gracefully, right? And I'm not saying like Scorpion isn't gonna age well. It's only been what 2-3 years or whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
but. Actually, let me take that back. I think it is going to age well for the most part, but maybe not as well as those other albums.
For sure.
And that's why I feel like he's in that direction of like the music he's been producing, like Grease, Pop Star, fucking Having Our Way. Like them little like What's Next? Those songs aren't going to be hot in 5-10 years. I mean, they're gonna feel good, you know what I mean? Like you'll still put them on at a cookout or some shit, I don't know. Or you'll put them on a playlist and it'll be like a throwback, like, you remember this song? Like, I got money in the grave. Like, okay. It's gonna be like that, you know what I mean? But it's not gonna be something you going back to often, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm not going back to Money in the Grave.
Exactly.
That shit was a bop. I had
but it was a bop though.
I had Money in the Grave early too.
It was a bop though.
Yeah.
And it's just like, you don't go back to it though. It's a quick thing, and I feel like that's what he's doing with his music, and it's making me sad because I'm like, damn, like you were creating timeless masterpieces, whereas now you're kind of searching for the hits or searching for the ones that are gonna go number one or gonna, you know what I mean, do the numbers.
Okay, is it him or is it the internet? Is it just the time period we live in?
Are you saying like as to why he's making this type of music?
Yes. Because, well, not even why, but maybe why. Okay, you're saying that he's looking for the hits. I don't necessarily think he's looking for the hits. I think
some songs,
just the music that he just made. Okay, let me see.
Some songs
with that 3-pack, that little.
Yeah.
You're looking for the hits.
Yeah.
You're looking for the hits. But that other shit, I don't really feel like he be looking for hits. I think just what he does just goes. And I think he has enough of like this. I would just call it just an engine that just kind of runs. I mean, everybody has just their run, how long they, just had their own like little vehicle that just takes them. But specifically his, he has enough to where he could just put out everything. Yeah, and it'll just go. Kind of like with what beef was that? Where he was beefing, like the Meek Mill beef. Yeah. Like it was very internet like. Based, yeah. The internet is really what
made it go crazy.
And what took down Meek Mill. Did you see Meek Mill fall on that dirt bike?
That honestly,
is that not him?
I don't think that's him.
Okay, I didn't think that was him either. Yeah.
The first time I saw that video, it
looked
wasn't
like him.
It wasn't him.
Okay,
but then the second time I saw it from like another page who posted it, tried to say it was him, and I was like, I don't think that's Meek Mill.
Yeah, I don't think that's Meek Mill.
But it's funny to say it, because like.
You seen this jet ski video that's going wild? People keep saying it's Kanye and Kim.
That they crashed into the boat? Or no?
It's an old video that went viral. It's like couples like riding on a jet ski and they hit another jet ski and go flying. Yeah. And they're like, it's Kanye and Kim.
I thought that was them.
No, it's not Kanye and Kim. You think it was Kanye and Kim?
It looked like them, bro.
First of all, that video's old. I've seen that video before.
I know. That was the first time. No, when I first saw it, that was the headline. I don't Kim and K.
Ever think. I just think that video would be a lot bigger than what it is. Or it'd be another like official angle. Like the amount of cameras that they surround, even their own film crews. We would have got like a better look.
I don't know. That type of shit wouldn't get out. I feel like from their end.
From their end. Bro, once that one video go and it's confirmed as it's them, that's everywhere.
No, just that one video though. Yeah, that's somebody else. They wouldn't put that out themselves.
They wouldn't, but I just feel like the Kardashians, they find a way to like kind of take that viral kind of
moments and like really make it go,
or just flip it into a certain way and make them look good or whatever. I just feel like we would have heard about it a little more than what it was. Like it wouldn't have been just this little ass video. People just Kim and Kanye.
That shit is funny as fuck.
No, it's funny as fuck. But I think that's what makes it funnier. Is just like the idea that it's Kim and Kanye. I never thought it was Kim and Kanye. To me, it don't look like Kim and Kanye.
Okay, I gotta see it again.
But whatever. I say all that shit to say that I don't think he's necessarily looking for the hits at the moment. I just think it's more of just like I said, just the internet.
When I say
the time period,
I think when I say hits, like I correlate that back to the style. Like the beat choice, the beat selection right now, like I said, isn't really like you hit it on the nose with that one. A classic, a heavily original pieces. They're these like
because beats don't have range, is what you said.
Yeah,
you hit it on the nose with that one.
Yeah, and so like, but I kind of tied it into saying that like it's okay to hear him on these features, or it's okay to just hear one verse of them. So like Having Our Way. Oh my God.
You liked it?
Oh, I loved it. I absolutely loved it because it was.
Did you fuck with the album?
Oh, I did like the album.
I need to listen to it a little more.
I only listened to it once. I didn't listen to it all the way through. Like it was like I revisited it, but it was easier to digest of an album than the YSL project. I just
Migos. Like I just know what I'm gonna get. You know?
Yeah, but that's why I said I had to keep coming back to it because like I can't listen to the whole thing.
But that shit been on repeat though.
But Having Our Way,
it should been on repeat.
Oh my God, I said I wasn't gonna talk about the plane, but look at the plane. I was like, oh Jay, oh my God.
Did you see what I posted today? I didn't know that nigga had that on the bottom.
Yeah.
Like, damn, I just keep getting left.
If you're reading this,
we left. Damn, shit. I just keep getting left. I keep reading that motherfucker.
Listen, ingrained. But it's like hearing him. It's like it's better to hear him on a song on a beat like that. That's not his.
I see what you're saying.
When it's yours and you keep doing this like this, that's why niggas got tired of Migos. Or you know what I mean? Or anybody, you get tired of hearing that same shit, and it's like he's trying to do what's now.
That beat had range.
It was a regular beat. It was a good beat. Don't get me wrong. It didn't have range. Like when we talking range, I'm talking a beat with range. I'm talking a Lord knows. That's when I look at like rangeful beats.
No, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. The more heavily produced beats, the ones that have like the actual like instruments and percussions.
Yeah, it was just a regular beat.
I see what you're saying. It was a regular beat.
It was a good beat.
But
no doubt.
You're right. I think it was the right beat.
Good.
It was the right beat.
Yeah.
Let's say that. It was the right beat.
And he had a long ass verse that was just.
Bro, they gave that nigga like a 2 minutes.
Yeah.
I was thank God. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you,
And it was just good. Like
Yeah.
it was, and I was like, cool. Or like, even if you look at the Money in the Grave or Lemon Pepper, it's only, or Lemon Pepper is long as fuck, but songs like that, like those, just one verse. So it's like, it's easier to digest Drake on a beat like that, doing him on a beat like that. Whereas Grease, I'm not listening to Grease all the time. I'm not listening to Pop Star all the time. I'm not listening to fucking I don't know, another song that was just him. Or let me get some off of Dark Lane demos.
Landed.
I don't know Landed enough.
Oh, that's my shit. I fuck with that. You know I fuck with that album.
I know. Yeah.
Landed.
Time flies.
If I gotta land,
Time
I'm
flies.
sticky. Hey, I don't even know. I'm missing. Wrote this with the Cartier pen. Do it sound different. That shit is fire.
But see, it's fire, right?
Fire.
But it won't age well.
I hope
Dark
it does.
Lane demos will not age well.
It won't, but I hope it does.
Like Desires.
You gotta prove my point right.
Desires is a bop.
Always.
Desires is a bop. Yeah, Desires. But it won't age well. I promise you it won't age well.
I just
fucking Time Flies. I outside in the AMG. Right out, and that shit is fly.
I just put a wagon in the driveway. You know I did.
From Florida
Still,
with
I'm
Love.
Just a wine with the left wrist going in. Writing this from Florida with love.
Look, and like that beat is
shit,
now. That's a
shit
now
so
beat. And it has no range. It's
that
no
nigga
nothing.
don't miss, bro. I'm gonna keep it a
No,
buck.
he don't. But I'm just looking at it like a From Florida with Love is a now.
You're right.
And it's hard.
You're right.
It's hard as fuck. I just don't think it will age well. A lot of the music he's making right now, I just don't think it will age well because they don't got that like same feeling. But he's also in that place in which he said, Lemon Pepper Freestyle? He was like, imagine if I was still
No, go ahead. Go. I'm sorry.
rapping about not making it. Like he's not in that place anymore.
Yeah.
So I don't know if we'll ever get music like that anymore.
Okay. Well, look. Before we land the plane on this, I do want to say this because Kyla had just brought this up, and I had told her.
I love talking about Drake.
I do too. You want to talk about a dick that you suck? I'm just playing. Because I ain't gonna be saying I suck dick. He ain't sucking no dick.
You already sucked LeBron's dick, so it's okay.
Wow. Let's
Continue.
No, we have to get personal. We are seeing a lot of Drake right now on the timeline.
Yeah, we are.
That nigga's everywhere. That's how I'm feeling like the album's about to drop.
Well, he
He
said,
he said he about to drop.
And it's like, you
But-
said it, nigga, but you did this before, nigga. And it's like, I can't trust
but it
your
didn't
word.
come from him though.
It did come
It was
from
all
him.
speculation.
No, it came from him. He announced the album.
You're right.
Exactly.
He never give us like a dude that like
He said the first quarter.
He did say the first quarter. You said,
And then he
did say
said
the first quarter.
end of January.
End of January. Yeah.
He gave us all these announcements.
You're right. I'm wrong.
And pulled out. So it's
I'm
like
wrong.
I don't put it past him to do that shit again and get my hopes up again and then be let down again.
Well, okay. So the speculation, as of right now, we're seeing a lot of this nigga.
Yeah.
That's why I think the album's dropping because you're too outside. Like I'm pretty sure he's just like samples are just getting cleared right now.
Yeah.
I think it's done, and I think that samples are just getting cleared. That's why you could be outside because that nigga was real quiet. Like we ain't heard shit from that nigga for
for a minute. Yeah.
For a minute,
Yeah.
and then
now
we
he's
get
on
like little
everything.
shit here and there. He
You gotta
pops
show
back
face.
up. Yeah,
He's at the fucking high school game.
no, but now
like
he's
the-
everywhere.
yeah.
Like before that, he was like here and there. Like we might see him like here and there.
He's out the club. He's at the club of every fucking
Gunna's
night.
birthday
Like,
party.
yeah.
I'm seeing way too many pictures of him and Chris Brown.
Damson, Giveon,
All this
these
shit.
niggas. You know what's funny though? Like,
Did you see that nigga talking to the ref?
yeah,
Like sit your dumb ass down.
yeah, you're at a high school game, my guy.
If LeBron ain't talking to the ref, you don't need to talk to the ref.
Sit the fuck down.
So maybe we didn't see that film, but
Go
still
look
sit your
after
ass down.
Adonis.
Yeah, like why was your son not sitting next to you?
Yeah.
I'm not questioning your father. I'm not questioning what y'all got going on. But I'm just like I was like, why that nigga over there with the nanny on the
Yeah.
iPad, but you
Yeah.
over there with Braun and Savannah and Bronny.
Yeah.
Nah,
Just thought of something.
I can't wait till him.
Laugh now, cry later is kind of now let's look at that song real quick.
Go ahead.
A lot of rangeful beat, more of a now beat mixed with the rangeful traditional.
I think we need the
whatever
album
fuck.
for that song to age well.
Yes, but I'm comparing it to "Win" by J-Rock with Kendrick Lamar with ad-libs. Yeah.
Okay.
Ding, 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 ding. Like that beat is rangeful too, but it's also like a now type beat. But it's range. They're both very.
Now, when
rangeful.
you hear that motherfucker, make you feel some type of way though.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's why they put on the beginning of Black as Fuck. Everybody go watch Black as Fuck on Netflix.
With the Win.
Yes, that's their like intro
okay.
song. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but like song like that will age well. Same, I think. Laughing Out Cry. Like that's like if the album sounds like that, I think this album's gonna be great. So that's just why I'm like, you can mix the now with the then, and you get that.
Yeah.
Not just so much of now. Like everything can't just sound like now. Like you'll never, but like the Carters, that was kind of
amazing album.
Yeah.
From top
and I
to
think
bottom.
Honestly, I don't know because I did not listen to it. I'm so sorry.
Album of the year should have won album of the year for the Grammy.
But what's the song? Fast like a NASCAR. Screw.
Ape Shit. Fire.
Was like a more now song. Kinda. It was very different though, now that I think about it. But having Quavo on it or him giving like reference and like and them, but Jay gonna come how Jay come. And that's what makes every song is Jay being Jay. Kind of like Drake,
but also
Drake being Drake.
True,
he gonna make the song.
But we have too much of Drake. It's not too much. Let me not say it's too much, but it's just like we fiend a lot more for Jay-Z than we do for Drake. Like it's great that he's on the album. Like we see like the nigga name on like the track list on the feature, and we like, oh shit, the nigga got a song with Drake. Okay, like of course we're gonna tune in. But when Jay drops, we have to listen because it's like we don't have anything else. Like what you gave us, we didn't been listened to 1,000 times, so I need something else. And I mean, and honestly, I know a lot of, and we're getting off track. I'm not off track, but we're going. But that's why I give so much credit to Drake and always say like Drake kind of the GOAT in his own right, just because of his ability to stay relevant and that consistent, that relative, and that good for so long. Yeah. It's just he got fathomable. Like you're just like, what the fuck?
Since you got in the game,
like no one's done that.
Dip off.
It's like T-Pain and Jay-Z had a baby. Like just their consistency and talent wise, like just the consistency in which we get them, and then just like how much we even like good music. You know, it's hard to produce good music. It's like that much.
If you think about it, his run is equivalent to a Jay-Z run, then the Wayne run, then the Kanye run. Like his run is equivalent to all their
three in one.
Yeah. And it's like damn.
With a little bit of like Outkast or something. Like I don't know. Yeah. Just throw somebody in the South.
That shit is crazy.
It's so crazy. Like it's very synonymous to LeBron's career in basketball. And I know like I'm a LeBron apologist, I know, but like
apologist?
Yeah, like a stan. Yeah, it was like apologist.
Like you apologize for being so hard for him?
I don't know what the real definition of apologist means, but it's just that's what it is.
It
like
came out my mouth. I was like, yo.
You felt it? That's the worst when you feel it and you're like, fuck. Like fuck, I'm gay.
That was hella gay. That was funny as fuck.
Like, damn, I'm gay as fuck. Do I really feel like this?
Oh fuck! Okay.
But to be that good for that long, and to be on top for that fucking long, to be in the finals for that like 10 years, like it was 8 years straight. You know what I'm saying? Like shit like that, and then you miss a year, then go right back. Like shit, you know, shit is just fucking crazy.
Like Jordan's run wasn't like that.
It wasn't like
Kobe's run wasn't like that.
But
like
you put all of their runs. You put Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, Kobe Bryant, MJ, all in one career as LeBron's. Like, you know what I'm saying? You put all these different types of like rappers,
like
runs
playoff
and
runs,
shit like that.
Put like the Spurs run with the Bulls run, with the Lakers run before him. That's how long his run is as a career type shit. Like, Jesus Christ.
Like their careers are very synonymous. So it's funny that you kind of see him hanging out, but
all the time.
All the time.
Did you listen to Bath Salts? the song on DMX's album,
No,
posthumous album. So I didn't listen to the whole album.
You listen to that
I
new
probably
Megan
need
Thee Stallion?
to. Of course not. But nah, the bath salt song. I need you to just listen to bath salts. You don't gotta listen to the DMX album, but the bath salt
I
song.
heard the album kind of fire though.
It is.
Okay.
Well, from what I heard, like I said, I haven't listened to the whole thing. I listened to a couple songs.
Okay.
And what I heard, I liked.
Bath salts.
But bath salts is DMX, Nas, and Jay-Z
I heard he did have. Okay. Yeah.
all on one song.
Okay.
Swiss Beats, beat production. He did the whole album anyway. But
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah.
that song, that song go
Amazing.
crazy. Yeah, yeah. I ain't gonna
Nas and Jay-Z.
yeah. Again,
tight
it's
that
like
we get it,
it's
yeah.
like sorry not sorry again.
That's
But
tight.
and then you add Dog on there. He's at the end. It goes
It's like putting LeBron and Jordan. It's like putting LeBron and Jordan on the same team.
yeah. For real. It's just crazy. And honestly, I didn't think Jay's verse was phenomenal. You know what I mean? But it was good. Cause then it makes me think of like his sorry not sorry verse. Even though he didn't say much, he said a lot.
Said a lot.
You know what I mean? Like it was one of them like whereas I think he said a lot in the bath salts, and that's it. What a lot of it wasn't like
Okay.
the heavy hitting type shit. Cause I was like,
Yeah.
it's a J verse, but
Yeah. With Sorry Not Sorry, it was like 10 bars, and it was like I needed every word for it to process.
yeah.
I kind of hate verses like that. Like, cause I want more. Like sometimes you want quantity over quality, but it's like, God damn, like certain artists, you have to just take it.
I was like, God damn. And then like I telling you with the this is what it feels like. Scorpion bricks way before all these double discs, 40 on my lap, clap sound like 40 did the mix. I was like, oh my God.
It's funny that you like had that realization later. 'Cause I dead ass, I was like, bro, I was like,
I know, you were in the moment. And sometimes it happens to me, sometimes it doesn't. It's like a Wayne lyric. Like sometimes you hear a Wayne song and you be like, oh shit. That's what that nigga said when I was 10.
Oh my God,
like,
yeah.
You know what I
Listen
mean?
to any Ludacris song, I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
This motherfucker's crazy.
Yeah.
It's like I should have been listening to more Luda.
Bro, Luda
goes stupid.
Luda is
Underrated.
Is an ATL legend.
Yeah. So
other new music. Tone Stith's album, amazing. I don't know if you know who that is. He's an R&B artist. Tone Stith.
Stith?
Yes.
Okay.
R&B artist. Great song. I mean, great album. What other shits came out this weekend?
Ooh, that new Tiger Moneybag Yo.
That's a song?
Yeah, it just dropped a little single.
Oh, I didn't.
It's called Splash.
Did you listen to Scat? I like Scat.
Fuck! I knew there was something like I had been trying to listen to this song for like a couple days now, and I just I don't know what keeps coming up or why I can't get to it, but like
blocking.
so yeah, I keep seeing because I follow Tory Lanez on Instagram, so I just keep seeing it. I'm like,
yeah.
Fuck! Like,
I needed to go watch. I wanted to go watch the video because he said that the video was gonna be out when the song dropped. So when the song dropped, I went to go look for the video, but it was just the song. So I listened to the song and I was like, all right, it's a cool song. And then of course he's been dropping the visuals on his Instagram. And I just haven't went back to go watch the visuals. He said,
but
well,
I
remember
remember
visuals
when
was crazy.
I've seen the few snippets and it should look hard. And he said that before, like way before. He was like, me and the baby got a song coming out, and he said it's the greatest music video ever, or something like that. Like, yeah.
Because I remember he recorded this shit a long time ago. Months
it's
ago.
old. He said
it's old. And I'm like, I remember seeing him on his story dressed up like Michael Jackson. Like, I'm like, damn, this is pretty old. Well, not old, but it's just like,
no,
he did this a minute ago.
He said it's old. I think it was before the pandemic. I think. Nah, maybe not that old.
Yeah, I don't
like,
think. Yeah,
it was like
during.
Yeah.
It was like during pandemic. I remember that for sure. But hey, that song do go crazy. Like just 2 back-to-back verses of just greatness. I was like, okay. I can't stop listening to the song Essence. It's actually old. It came out last year. WizKid. It's like an Afro beats type of dancing song, type of Jamaican type vibe, whatever the fuck. That shit go crazy. I'm like, damn, this shit make me want to. It's like One Dance type vibes. Because WizKid is on that. Yeah, WizKid was on that. I just thought of that. But it's like that. It's just one of them ones that just make you want to motherfucking dance, like on some party next. You're not nice, or twist and turn, like them type of shits. Like
you're not nice, you're rude.
Yeah, it's Essence, bro. I fuck with that song tough. I'm like, God damn, this is amazing.
I'll check that shit out.
There's a few others, but I forgot my iPad. But it was a crazy weekend, not only for music, because then you could go into fights, bro. The amount of fights that happened this weekend.
Hey, I did want to touch on that. Austin McBroom,
bro,
and Lamar Odom
breaks on the niggas and DDG.
I was about to throw that in there, but I just want to get this out of the way. Austin McBroom, yo,
he put the brakes on that.
Yo, thank you for giving me a more entertaining fight than the Logan Paul and Mayweather, bro. And I ain't gonna hold you, I really root for the Ace family. But they make it hard to like them sometimes. Like, it's a little hard to... I tell you that all the time. Like, niggas make it hard to like them. Like, it make it a little hard to like them niggas. But, nigga, I was rooting for that nigga Austin McBroom. And fuck, like, nigga Bryce Hall looked like low-key like a little pussy.
He does.
And he was talking big shit and, like...
And got his ass destroyed.
Dropped third round.
Man. Multiple times, too. It was like twice.
Yeah.
Twice or 3 times. And then the ref just had to call it off. Because it's like, bro, you're taking too many... shots. Yeah. I seen the video of Fousey, you know Fousey tube is, right? Yeah. He took punches from Bryce and from McBroom before the fight. And he took 3 punches from Bryce because he was like, oh, like, I like the way this feels. Like, punch me again. Ha ha ha. He took 1 punch from McBroom.
He was like, I'm good.
Yeah, he was like, I'm done.
Yeah.
Them shots were shots. The way he was punching that boy, nigga, them was blows. I was like...
No, Austin was trying to take his head off. Yes. And you could tell Bryce didn't know what to do. Bryce kept getting turned around and shit. I was like, this is wildly entertaining. But I was like, this is a very heavily unmatched. I'll say this. Austin McBroom, after that fight, I guarantee you he tries to pick up another fight.
Oh, probably.
Because he really thinks he's a boxer after that fight.
Probably. Bro, DDG...
He better not take on one of them Paul brothers. Them Paul brothers put hands on that nigga. But
I don't know.
Logan
you might be
Paul
right though. Yeah, you might be right because he does have more experience and more. But
I say Logan Paul, Jake Paul.
Either one of them, maybe.
And Logan's just bigger.
You fight Mayweather, bro.
I don't know how tall Austin. I don't know what the measurements are, but I've seen Logan and that nigga's diesel. Yeah. That nigga's is built.
Yeah,
I feel like he put the pause on that nigga Austin.
DDG's boxed before. Like he used to box.
DDG gave that nigga the smoothest uppercut I've ever seen in my life.
And it was a great combo though. It was great. It was a phenomenal, flawless combo. I'm like, yo, he is giving the business to this nigga.
DDG.
And he walked up to his own song.
that nigga hard. Chris looked like a Asian DDG to me. I don't know why I said that.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about Chris Woods.
Yeah.
That shit's so funny. I was watching that. I was watching the Impatient video, but it was on my TV because I just had music videos playing and that shit came on. I was looking at it. I was like, this remind me of Chris. Yeah.
I think I could see that now.
That shit was just funny to me. I was looking. I was like, this remind me of Chris. This shit hella funny. Yeah. Like, this shit is fucking funny. That song's fire. But
Lamar Odom had no business being beating up that boy like that.
Lamar Odom is a bully for that.
He was eating all what's his name? Aaron Paul? Whatever the fuck his name is.
Aaron Carter.
He was taking all them shots.
Put the pause on that nigga,
and
yo.
then just said, bitch, all right, we're done. Like, bow. I'm like,
that he hit bro
nigga.
With a left. Aaron Carter spun and like was still swinging, but like his arm was like close to the rope. Like it was the funniest shit. Like I don't like if I'm Aaron Carter, that nigga hit him with a left, that nigga turned and he was still swinging with his left. Like, oh my god,
they had no business fighting.
Shout out to Lamar Odom for putting pause on that boy.
Shout out to Lamar Odom for saying he was gonna whip his ass and actually whooping his ass.
Hey, Austin McBroom said he was gonna whip his ass. $1 million.
Because Nate did not do it for us. But anyway. And then like the UFC fights. I don't know if you follow UFC, but
I saw Izzy got the dub. That's all I care about. All I care about. Israel's that nigga.
Fucking Nate Diaz. You know who Nate Diaz is?
Yes, of course.
He fought a black dude. Something like I didn't know who this black dude was.
That nigga name ring bells in Stockton, yo.
Oh, on God. His name ring bells, period. Because That nigga, like I think that's when I saw after the fight, Drake mentions his name in that Rap Radar podcast.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
He was like, I love Nate. Like he might not be the biggest or the best, but he's a dog.
I knew about Nate when he's been in the UFC for a while, but
long.
I'm not a UFC fan. And when I was working in Stockton, like 2016, them niggas, I heard his name all the time.
Yeah,
like
bro.
People talking about it. I'm like, oh, I know Nate all the time. That nigga, that's how I know about him. Before I even knew who he was, like I just heard Nate Diaz and he's UFC fighter. That's all I kept hearing.
That's hard.
Yeah.
That's how you know you really got your city behind you. But he lost. It's just he should probably hang it up. I'm not gonna hold you, but
he's old.
He is. Old. But he almost caught the nigga. It was so cold because I think it was 5 rounds. The first 4 rounds, black nigga controlling the fight. Whole fight controlling the fight. Nate fighting weird. He was fighting weird. He was like hella trying to bait him. Like he'll fucking put his hand on his legs and like hit me type shit. And then when he tried to hit him, like try to square him. But you weren't doing anything. But the 5th round came, nigga. I'm talking like literally the last 30 seconds type shit. The nigga got caught. Nate hit him with like he buttered him up with the right and then slid a smooth left and tapped that nigga like this and he like got up and was rocked and shit. But at that time, like Nate didn't have enough in the tank to go knock him out. He was already bleeding and everything. Yeah. Like he was done.
He got
himself.
lucky.
He got super lucky, and it was
he landed. He connected.
Landed. It was the puncher's chance type shit, and it was for the last 30 seconds of that fight. You was like, yo, if he goes and he could put it away and we could win, but it didn't happen, and then he went to decision. And he lost, and then with the Israel fight, that nigga he fought was trash because this was a rematch.
It was.
I didn't know that.
It was.
This was a rematch,
and that nigga was undefeated up until the last fight, and so like I ain't.
Bro, the nigga he rematched, trash. And I'm not gonna compare it to Israel. Yeah. Like his style was punch, try to take down, punch, try to take down, and I was like, my nigga, that's not gonna work on this nigga.
I only got to see a little bit of the fight because the stream site that I was using was fucking up. But
I gotta start sending you the site we go to.
Yeah, for sure. But is it just for fights or for everything?
It's for everything.
Oh, okay. Yeah. The stream site that I was using.
That's what we use it for.
The stream website that I was using was fucking up. But I did see that nigga. He was like, I think it was like the 2nd round. He had Izzy on the ground and Izzy just got out that shit like hella smooth. I was like, because just turning it on immediately, and I just see that nigga on the ground. I'm like, oh fuck, here we go. Yeah. I'm like, oh, this nigga about to lose again, and then that nigga just like slithered his way out of that motherfucker. And I was like, oh okay, and then
that's the only time he was really on the ground.
Yeah, and then that shit fucked up after that. And I saw some of the like highlights. I see a nigga was like squeezing his butt and shit.
He did squeeze. That nigga squeezed his ass.
Izzy's the GOAT, bro.
Cause he was like, my nigga, what the fuck are we doing? He was on the cage and like it was going into the end of the round and he was like, all right, bud. Yeah. And then squeezed his ass like, nigga, get the fuck off me.
Yeah. Nah, it was funny. Cause then like right after he won, I saw this TikTok from that ESPN had posted or something like that. Have you seen this video, Izzy? He was kickboxing. So this is like before he was pro. It was kickboxing days. That nigga finished the kickboxing round and then stood in the middle of the ring until the next round started. So like he was fighting, and then stood there and did not go to his corner and just stared at bro. It was like just standing there with hands behind his back, just standing there, just looking at bro the entire time.
I want to see that.
That motherfucker's crazy.
Yeah, he's an animal.
No, he's an animal.
I want to see that.
Yeah, that shit's crazy.
It was just a very, very eventful weekend.
It was.
Or week, period. Like, bro, I wanted this shit to be true so bad. The James Harden and Sweetie shit. That was going to be my talk of your shit.
I didn't hear or...
So it turns out, I mean, James Harden says it's cat. He said it's cat. I don't know. But basically what was reported at first, when it first reported, I was like, ooh, this is my talk of your shit. But it was reported that James paid Sweetie $100,000, cash after $100,000, and was like, "Can we go on a date?" And I was like, "If this ain't the most simp shit I didn't ever seen in my fucking life, what the fuck?" Opposite of pimp shit, nigga. That was simp shit. And then like he came and was like, "Nigga, they create anything." And then it is crazy to think like with the whole Meek Mill shit, that wasn't really Meek Mill, or like Kim and Kanye, that wasn't really Kim and Kanye. Niggas will slap a name on anything and everything and create a story, and then that would be what goes. So
lies more interesting,
entertaining than the truth.
Yeah.
It's crazy though. But like I wanted that to be true so bad so I could rip that nigga. But he said it's not true, so I'm a believer.
Truth don't matter.
It don't. But like just in general, if a nigga paid $100,000, like, cause you got to think to a nigga like that, $100,000 is probably like $1 or $100 maybe, which is still not.
Probably,
you know what I mean?
It's
not
probably close to like 1,000.
Okay, maybe
like $1,000 to somebody.
Okay, well it's still very.
That's like $1,000. Like like right. Well, like probably like $1,000. I'm like how I look at it. Probably $1,000 like my dad. Probably real light. You know, I'm not trying to say anything about like anybody else's parents. I'm just saying in my life, I look at like certain people, like my dad, $1,000, real light. But like, so like 100,000, probably real light.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like $100 to us.
Yeah,
at this age now.
Oh, it's probably $100 to me.
Exactly. So
that shit $10 to me.
Stupid like
that shit $10 to me. That shit that hurt my pocket. $10, niggas crazy.
I was just like, I hope this is not true.
So I think this is the last thing. I don't even probably shouldn't even bring it up. Did you watch the 85 South show with T-Pain?
I just seen that clip that was going viral.
The Nicki Minaj shit?
Minaj, yeah.
Okay, watch.
Oh, that. And the clip about
the Michael Jackson shit.
Yes,
yeah, that's what I wanted to bring out
immediately.
And they played it on the podcast.
Oh, they did? Mm-hmm. Okay, well,
you gotta watch a little longer to see this.
No, I didn't.
This was wrong with y'all millennials.
I didn't watch it. I didn't watch it to see that. I just saw the little clip that was circulating. So I went to YouTube immediately and I heard it and I was just like, damn, there was so much potential here.
Nah, bro, that nigga T-Pain did his thing on that beat.
There was so much potential.
That nigga did his thing on that beat, bro.
Because they left the opens for Michael.
He said all the reference shit was supposed to be for Michael.
The reference was the nigga who sung. It wasn't T-Pain and it wasn't Usher.
No, I said it was supposed to be for Michael.
What they sang?
Yeah.
Was supposed to be Michael?
It was supposed to be for Michael. I think what they left open as well. Like everything was kind of supposed to be everything
for Michael.
Everything else,
the whole song was going to be
supposed to be for Michael. Yeah,
but they were going to get credits for helping.
No, I think it was just going to be featuring like T-Pain and probably produced by T-Pain, featuring T-Pain and Usher. It's probably going to be like a Michael Jackson, Usher, and T-Pain.
Well, that's what he made it sound
produced,
like. He made it sound like they were going to be on the song as well. But if
they probably were. But I'm saying I think everything that we didn't hear from T-Pain and Usher was supposed to be for Michael. Even the reference was supposed to be for Michael.
But the reference is from the guy.
Yeah, but I think it was for Michael
Jackson.
Yeah,
I thought you were saying that what Usher and T-Pain recorded was for Michael too.
The reference was supposed to be for Michael.
The third guy, whoever that nigga was.
And then probably what was open was probably that song was going to be magical.
It's so much potential. I was like, damn. It's funny. T-Pain to me is like Bill Bellamy. Bill Bellamy has so many stories that he just be saying on his shit. He got stories for days, or like a TK Kirkland. Stories for days. T-Pain, I feel like, because he was the hook man. He was the hook man, so he was working with everybody.
And he was the producer and writer.
For everybody.
So all three.
So like
he's going to give you a hook, beat, and the lyrics. T-Pain is really that nigga.
He just has hella stories. He's worked with everybody, I feel.
Everybody.
So he just has hella stories. And a story like that is like, damn, the potential on that... That would have been crazy.
No, that song, what he played,
Usher, T-Pain.
What he played was fire. Like, and I could hear Michael on it because it was a Michael beat. Like, it sounded like some shit Michael already did. Yeah. But I'm pretty sure it's already it's unfinished. Obviously, it's unmastered, shit like that. It's very vague.
That shit made me so mad to hear that the nigga leaked it. Like, you leaked this. You leak a song that's already damn near done. And that's just not mixed.
You know, what I had kind of got from, because I watched the entire 3 hours. That shit's fucking hilarious, and I love T-Pain. I'm a T-Pain stan. But the dude leaked it. I don't know if you heard this part, but he leaked it and then like put on the YouTube page. It was like his YouTube page.
Yeah,
and put like T-Pain, Michael Jackson, Usher leak.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck are you doing? Yeah, if you would have just leaked it,
you're retarded.
Without the like names attached to it, probably. If it was probably just T-Pain and Usher and it was leaked, no one probably would have cared. But because it was specifically Michael Jackson, oh my god. Did you hear what he was saying about Michael? Like he went to Michael Jackson's house and shit like that.
Yeah, and that. Well, as far as the host, Michael saying that he didn't want to do it or his team didn't want to do it because
No. He then because then they were like, well,
Did I see
did
that?
you meet Michael? He was like, yeah, Michael invited me to his house, and he started talking about
I
like.
don't think so. No, I didn't see that.
I mean, it's after that, if I'm not mistaken. He's breaking it down. Like that nigga T-Pain is, bro.
He got stories.
22 years old. Second single just came out, and I think that's Bartender. Just came out. Michael Jackson on your phone. He's 19. And that's the thing about T-Pain is like we thought T-Pain was old when he started, and that nigga was young as fuck when he started. He was young when he started, and so like 22, he was 22 years old getting invited to Michael Jackson's house. And to sum it up, he said he was like, I only stayed in the guest house. He was like, I was only in the guest house, didn't really make it into the main house. He did say later on, he was like, there's some shit I'm not telling y'all, obviously, but he was like, there's some shit I'm not telling y'all. But he was like, yeah, like he said, he invited me over to the he was like, I only went into the guest house. He was showing him like pictures. He was like, nigga had on, he said he had the Dirty Diana boots on. He said he had like 5 pairs of Dirty Diana boots. He was he was talking about like the types of pictures that he had and shit like that. And then the nigga said it was like, he was like, nah, I know where Michael Jackson records. He was like, he records at some in LA, and I know he records there because they built a studio for him on the top floor. Then they built another separate room just for Bubbles to see into the booth to see Michael Jackson, because if you don't see Michael Jackson, he goes crazy. I was like, what the fuck? Like, he was breaking shit down. I was like, that nigga.
He got stories, bro. I fuck with T-Pain. I love T-Pain, bro.
I love T-Pain.
But it's funny when I went back and watched the I'm Sprung video. Akon is in that video. And
Blue Duvall is in one of those videos. I think he's the Shawty video applies. He in that video.
Yeah, Duvall has been in a lot of videos.
Yeah, dreads. Dreadhead
With the
Duvall.
dreads, yep.
Dreadhead Duvall in that video. But
Dreadhead, not pop head. Dreadhead, no smoking.
Yeah. But like when you see, it's funny seeing that nigga like with dreads or whatever. But he was in the Shawty video. I mean, they both from Florida.
Yeah, they are.
They both from Florida. All right.
Yeah, that's yeah.
We were going. We just talked.
Yeah, this was one of the good ones. One of our better ones, in my opinion.
I liked it.
Any closing things? Again?
No, I better have some stories coming back from this trip.
Yeah, I hope you do.
He's pissed.
I hope you do. Vegan Fest, we about to hit that bitch up. Hopefully it's good.
Bunch of pussies.
Hopefully I get some pussy.
Hey.
Listen to Apply Pressure, all streaming platforms, 96J. The first project on the label, DSR the label, Don't Stop Records. Very proud of that boy. Very proud of what we doing. Very proud of what we got coming. For sure. Yeah, stay tuned. Follow us at the TPC _ on all platforms. Follow me, Mylan.theperrys. Follow Terrin at TPZ23 _ No, just TPZ23. Follow 96J. It's spelled out, so I hope you know how to spell 90, dumbass. And yeah.
Well, all right, y'all. It's been another episode. Hey, 500 total watch hours.
Oh, we hit 500?
An eighth of the way there.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of time.
141 subscribers now.
We're doing it.
That one clip is still going up. That bitch hit 1,100, and I'm like, yeah, that's tough. I like that.
Once it hit 1,100, I stopped looking.
No, once it hit 1,000, I was done.
Nah,
but
I
then
I need to see it finish. I need that extra. I need that extra. That's how I am in the gym
I keep
too.
looking, like every morning. I always look. I look at all the numbers. And then I'ma still look, but I'm not like checking for it. Like I was checking for that 1,000, but now I'll see it, and I'm like, okay, it's gonna keep going.
I need that extra.
It's gonna hit 1,200, then it's gonna hit 1,300. It's like the more we keep going, the more it's gonna keep going.
Views don't go down.
In that part,
remember, downloads don't go down.
Yo, crypto
streams don't go down.
Doja,
crypto goes down.
Hey, that's when Doja needs you to go back up.
Nah, it'll go back up.
Doja needs you to go back up.
It'll go back up. Give it a second. All right, y'all. Thanks for another episode. Mylan closes us out. So fuck it. Hey, toilet paper. Yerba Poppy. We out of here. All right, y'all. Love y'all. Peace.
Peace.
Get out of here.